I'm Nick Aconfora reporting here from the Francis E. Geisler Gymnasium, where the Warriors are getting ready for their Sweet 16 matchup this coming Friday. Just about 1 month ago, Eastern scored only 35 points in a loss to Keene at home. Then they traveled to UMass Dartmouth, where they dropped their second straight game. It was a meeting in the locker room after that game that's turned around this season.
Quite honestly, I think things changed when we lost at Dartmouth. I felt that after the game in the locker room, that was like we had a really good post-game talk. We lost to Keene that week. We lost to UMass Dartmouth 2 games in a row. And it just seemed like they had this moment of kind of like, we're better than this. And then we went to Western and won, and we won against Southern Maine on Senior Day. And then it just kind of, we kind of kept it going from there.
We had like a really good talk in the locker room after, and we just trying to make sure we remember like why we started playing in the first place, just to have fun, play loose, play together, especially us 3 seniors. Every game after the start of the conference tournament was one and done, and we're not ready to be done. So feeding off the energy of everyone else, off coach, and just having fun at practice is literally like picked all of us up.
Our energy has definitely been a lot different this year in practice overall, especially more towards the end. We were having more fun, but we're still being positive and being on track in practice, and it just creates a totally different atmosphere at practice. And before games, we're like screaming in the locker room, and I think that's really transferring over to on the court.
Early in the conference championship game, the Warriors didn't shoot the ball well. However, Jordan Nappy came out in the second half and put on quite a show.
I just said to Jordan, you're going to get hot this half, and, just keep shooting and that type of thing. And she did. And then, I think once she made her first one and then her second one, then you could tell she was in that groove. To win that close a game then helped us, I think, going into last weekend and then, moving forward.
Ever since that win, Eastern has played a different level of basketball, a level that they haven't reached all season.
I just think that right now their confidence is really high. And, I mean, with a basketball player, if your confidence is high, or as a team, if your confidence is high, you think you can do anything.
Coach Bierly and her team are fortunate to have 2 skilled guards leading them in this year's NCAA tournament.
Taylor and Kristina playing in so many games and so many different situations, they have a lot of knowledge, and I think they have a good sense of the game and where we need to go. And so, it's a great luxury for me to have.
Me and Taylor are very comfortable playing with each other, and I think the whole team, everyone who does play, we're just so used to it because everyone that plays is back from last year.
For McBride, it's been a season where she hasn't just been the facilitator, she's also scored the ball.
And I thought all season she's had it, but I just don't think her confidence was where it needed to be. And I think the last few weeks her confidence has really been, sky high.
My confidence has just developed, and I've been so just aware of what the defense has given me, and I noticed that as I get closer to the basket, I'm able to lay the basket in, and because they're expecting me to pass the ball, so me not being selfish actually helps the team, and me looking for myself helps the team a lot.
Having 3 seniors is a luxury for Coach Bierly. She's able to trust Forsman and McBride running the offense while also trusting Shannon McCourt when it comes to getting high percentage shots.
I really, at this point in the season, it's a matter of I really want to put the ball in my seniors' hands. And I really think Shannon has shown, not just by how she's playing, but over the last few weeks, that she's shown more composure than I've seen, in all of her 4 years. It's great to see this coming at the end when it's most important for her and for the team, and that she's just shown great leadership and composure as far as she wants the ball, and she is one of our few players that can make up her own shot.
However, it's not only Shannon McCourt who Bierly relies on when it comes to scoring. She also likes to see junior Joe Rytrowski go to work.
They've got to use their athleticism, their foot speed, because they're not big. They're not, tall. They're not, we're very undersized in that way. But I think that Jill's really taken that to heart. And, in both NCAA tournament games, she consistently hit her high post shot.
In their regular season game versus Tufts, Eastern lost 63-51. The Warriors were without starting center Lindsay Langenauer, a player they have went to quite often the second half of the season.
Having Lindsay back is critical because, with their bigs that they have, for her to be able to match up and help us with the rebounding aspect and to defend, that we have some size in there, that will be huge.
Going into Friday's game versus Tufts, Coach Bierly believes both teams have changed a lot. She thinks there's a few keys for Eastern to advance to the Elite Eight.
Well, I think that we just can't let their bigs go off. I mean, they're going to get their points. They're going to score on some level, but we just can't let them score 20, 30 points. I mean, you've got to limit them as much as you can. I think rebounding is a key, keeping them off the boards. And on our end, we've got to get some O boards. I mean, we've got to get on the offensive glass and score there. And then I think the third thing is taking good care of the ball.
No matter what happens this weekend, Bierly will look back and remember this team and everything they've done throughout the season.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll reflect on it and be like, this is probably one of my proudest teams as far as being proud of them, because they fought through a lot of adversity to get to this point, and I'm really happy for them that they can go through this experience and have this NCAA experience, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I mean, we've been very spoiled at Eastern to have it happen quite a few times, but, it's to make the Sweet 16 and hopefully try to advance further. You've got to enjoy every minute of it. All right. I'm super excited. Okay, I'm awesome. Okay. Warriors, 1, 2, 3. Warriors! Okay,
Friday can't come any sooner for the Warriors as they're anxious and ready to go in the Sweet 16. If you'd like to keep up with all the action, head to GoWarriorAthletics.com. Reporting from the Francis E. Geisler Gymnasium for ETV Sports, I'm Nick Aconfora.